Good morning, it's bright and early and what happened? I just woke up in a pile of mess. And I'm a mess. No, I'm not a mess. My husband and I are neat freaks both in our job and our life and our daily stuff that we do, to the point where whenever we eat out, utensils can't touch the table, even if it's been cleaned and washed and all that kind of stuff. You have to have a clean towel right on it. We do the same thing at home. But when it comes to our clothes, that's the part we are very messy. We're also messy in the bedroom. I mean, as I'm the bed hogger, he's the sheet hogger. So that's how it usually happens. I'll wake up in the middle of the night, my husband took all the blankets. I'm like, honey, give me the blankets. And they'd be like, you just pushed me over the bed. That's the story. We're usually arguing about this back and forth with our friends because we have like married couples who we hang out with. And anytime we hang out with, they're usually complaining about themselves in the bedroom, like with who's the bed hogger, who rolls over, that kind of thing. And we're the same way. Everything else we just, keep private because, the saying goes, whatever happens in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. That sort of thing. It comes from that driving phrase of whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Same thing. Well, I'm going to be tackling this big lava mess today. I'm finally going to be hanging out in my nightgown, pajama kind of thing, whatever you guys call it. This is a long, nightgown. It's really cute. It's by Ralph Lauren's. I love Ralph Lauren. They make the cutest, best sleeping stuff ever. I have a robe by them, and I also have this little like pinkish, reddish, I think it's more on the pink side, but it's pinkish reddish nightgown. This is all the clothes I'm going to be tackling. So when I meet you back, you'll be seeing a much better looking bed with things all folded and sorted and my clothes all put away. My husband has this thing that he likes to put things himself away, but he doesn't mind people folding his clothes. So that's usually how we do it. I fold the clothes and he just puts them away in the place that he likes it. Because if I do it, that doesn't work. And you're probably wondering if I'm ever going to give you guys a proper house tour. And the answer is no. And that is because I don't want people to know where I officially live. I like to keep that private. A lot of my life is private. So that's why usually in a vlog, you'll just see me vlogging. Because a lot of my family is not into vlogging. Our work and where we work and what we do is private too. I mean, you guys know we're both early ed teachers. He's permanent and I'm a sub. I never know like the name, what school, not for privacy reasons. I finally took the initiative and took care of the big blob pile of mess that was here with all the clothes everywhere, boxes and bags, you name it. Things were just all over the place and they were flying all over everywhere too. So the boxes, as you can see over here with all of the bags, have been put away by the window. This is usually where they're tucked away so that we don't trip or step on it. I've sorted all of my husband's clothes based on what he wears to work. Shorts are in one area, pants in another, underwear and things like that. And he always tells me he misses socks. He misplaces them, he can't find them, and he buys new ones and whatever. So these is a big pile of socks with new ones and old ones and smelly ones. Yeah, my husband's socks smell bad because my dad always taught us when we were growing up you're supposed to wear slippers. However, my husband wasn't really raised that way. Although his mom wears slippers, him and his dad and brother don't. He usually wears socks, so he picks up the dirt. So I would make a joke and saying, you're carrying all the dirt, you're carrying all the bad stuff around the house. And I'm slowly getting him to try to at least he puts on socks. So that's a plus. He's not barefooted, which is kind of a plus. But if I wear slippers, that's obviously better than wearing socks. So where did all of my clothes go? So I dumped them all into my room. And no, I didn't leave them in a pile. I actually put them away in their right compartments. And then after my in-laws get back from their cruise trip, they're going to be bringing over a handyman to do some projects in their house and in our house. One of the things we're going to put in is a metal rod, something so I can hang up all of my dresses and stuff like that and put shoes away and whatnot, because I need that. My closet has not been put together. I wanted to do custom design, but they're so expensive, and we have to do recess lighting and other projects, so that will just be tackled later on. I was debating on where I wanted to grab lunch. I don't like any place that's fast food. It's not my thing. I prefer anything Asian. But a lot of times when you go to these sit down places, you know it's going to take a while for them to, by the time you take your order, they make it and all that kind of stuff. So this is why I like coming here to Asai, whatever you guys call it, A-S-H-I is how you spell it, and I'm going to pronounce it. So if you want, post in the comments below how do you pronounce this by here, because I knew their sushi is high grade quality, it's really good, and they make it fresh. On top of that, they deliver it really quickly, so you're not just sitting around and waiting for your food. Appetizer, it's the teriyaki balls that's made with seaweed, a special batter, there's squid, there's some other little like vegetables inside it with teriyaki sauce and meal on top, sesame seed, and then over here you have on the board hand-cut sushi, which is their rice wrapped with seaweed, and it has the freshwater eel, the cucumber, and then over here is the two sushi peas with small fish roe eggs on top. These are the little bigger ones. They also make them with the small ones, but I ordered it with the bigger ones. This looks so good. Arigato gozaimasu. This is saying Japanese, and I'm ready to dive in and enjoy some like delicious, yummy Japanese. We start with the little teriyaki ball. Look at how gorgeous they are. It tastes so good. And look at the inside, you guys. Definitely got some kind of doughy little texture, like the squid tastes so good, the octopus is good. Definitely tastes like fish. Made into a fish ball. Look at that delicious sushi. The crunch is right there with the cucumber. It's not too sweet, but it's sweet because of the teriyaki sauce. The fish tastes exactly like you would order a freshwater eel. And it is fresh because they deliver it very fresh here every day, all of their fish. They cook here throughout the day. And now I'm ready to enjoy my sago egg. I like that this one doesn't fall apart, because in some of the sushi places that I go to, sometimes it just falls apart. I don't know the best way to describe it, but it tastes like caviar, like traditional Russian red caviar. And the little balls pop, and you get that not so sweet little liquid out of it. It's one of my favorite things on the Japanese menu here to order. You know, I've kind of been mixed. Is it really like a Russian type caviar, or is it a Japanese type of sushi that they make? When I talked to the waiter here, he said a lot of times they're inspired by other types of cuisine and cultures. So they've taken this like fish roe and they put it on top of sushi, and it's very popular in Japan as well. So hopefully I catch one of your videos on YouTube. Maybe you guys do a little, you know, sushi review, and you guys show me your fish sushi roe. And the food here is amazing. I'm having an awesome time. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, and I'm going to head on out to my doctor's appointment that I have at 2. I'm here at the doctor's office inside one of the patient's room. I'm waiting to be seen by my doctor. We're going to figure out what's wrong with my thyroid, if the Hashimoto that I was diagnosed where my thyroid inflamed, if it's gotten worse, because my mom and I both noticed that my symptoms were getting worse. My husband's like, why are you always tired? So now I'm just going to sit here and wait for the doctor, and update you guys later with what the doctor came up with and what's the next step we're going to do to treat this. I just got done with my doctor's appointment. Everything went well. My doctor and I discussed and went over a lot of things. Now I'm feeling super tired. My face is bright red. My hair is in the way. As you can see, I have a tomato, flesh, cheeky red face. My asthma and allergies are up. My voice is a little kind of raspy right now. So I'm gonna be home soon to take my allergy medicine. Then I'm gonna head on out and grab some coffee and finish the rest of the day's chores. But here's a little update from my doctor's office. My thyroid has definitely gotten a little worse than just being inflamed. So for that, they're going to do more tests and an ultrasound on the thyroid. So every time you press here, it's been kind of hurting a little bit and bothersome. And then also she's going to be ordering blood work for me to get done to see if maybe I am vitamin deficiency or if I have any like sleep apnea. But I took the survey. I don't have any of the symptoms that sleep apnea requires you to have in order to get the sleep test done. I don't know what the kaput is or what's going on, so I'm hoping all of these things will get resolved soon and we'll get to the bottom of it. I stopped by the house to take my allergy medicine. I usually don't take it because I feel great without it and I don't really have to take it. However, on days when I feel really awful and need it, it's my go-to allergy pill. I think Claritin is the best one in the market. So now I'm here hanging out and showing you my favorite spot, our coffee house. I once again ordered a matcha latte, and this time I got it with whipped cream. It's my favorite drink on the menu. It's the only drink that we're here right now. They have coffee drinks that are good here, but because this is my favorite drink and you can't get it anywhere else that's made authentically the way they make it in Japan, we're in Little Tokyo, downtown Los Angeles area. So this is the closest place by my house that actually makes this. Since opening its doors, our coffee house have added some cool artwork here to the white wall. Look at this amazing artwork. This is one of my favorites. Get to know your coffee, called Know Your Coffee. That looks like you're in ice. That's a photograph of coffee. And this is my favorite little piece corner now. But someone hand-made this little coffee mug. Someone did a painting of this. On my way to the bank and running a few other errands in this plaza, I've stumbled upon this cool old classic car that you don't see anymore. It's called the Chevrolet. If you ever watched the movie Grease, this is where I've seen cars like this and similar. Such a cool red find. I'm so glad I took a moment to vlog about this. Lately I've gotten into design drawing. This is where I draw out my repeating pattern on the paper, and then I use media like Prisma markers to be able to color in. I've been obsessed with purple, so a lot of my designs have purple in it, and I have various colors that are, you know, depending on what I pick. But Prisma markers are so expensive because they're high-end quality artist type markers. So usually when I go to Michael's, I get a discount because of the coupons I use. But I noticed here there's some things that have been going on trend, which is these furry little muff type things to put in your hair as a hairband. They are so cool. And then I've seen on some of, I know Taylor on her channel whenever she wears a mini backpack. That is not her Louis Vuitton one, by the way. I always see this in one color on her little like zipper, which is totally cool. Look at this one. It's like a leopard print. Oh my god, it is so cool. And then I got one of these, although mine broke. I would say if you need something for your camera or your cell phone to hang on your little arm, say you stand in line or you don't need it at the moment, you don't want to put it back in your purse and have to dig through your purse to find it. I have had one of these. It goes on the little like cell phone case, not on the actual cell phone because that's not going to work. On the camera there's usually a little loop. Cell phones don't really have it, but that's why whatever case you get, make sure there's a little loop for this. Put it on and then it goes in your hand like this. I'm in the sticker aisle to see what kind of scrapbooking stickers they have. Sometimes I get stickers for my students. I put them in my sticker box, but all the stickers I've been looking here, there hasn't been any that have been on sale for a good price. I figured the one that I was looking for, they don't have any. So I'm just gonna get the markers here and then head on out and check out a few other stores before I head on home. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my shopping here at Michael's.